moving on. 61st place, Shoe Slime 64. Taco Man, score 23.0. 18, 31, 24, 13, 29. 1 energy element. Nice. Keep things simple. Okay, this music is either going to become awesome or get on my freaking nerves. So is this jump, by the look of it. Ah. Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah, I was hoping I was going to take that enemy out, or I was going to be in trouble there. Okay, this has the potential to get rather annoying rather quickly, I can see. Platforming sections over spikes with enemies that could do a very nice job of knocking me into pits. Ow, shot the wrong way. Wow, you can shoot a long way. I'd also like to time this out so you don't drop something on my head just as I'm about to make the jump up to the ledge. That would be super awesome. I'm just going to try and... No, I'm not going to... I'm going to try and ignore you, but clearly that's not a good idea. Okay, I need to... Well, that's a generous checkpoint. Okay, I'm not going to complain though. That is a generous checkpoint. But okay, I'm going to have to try and deal with you then. There we go. Yeah, alright, that's what I should have done first time. Okay, gotcha moment there. Although, I guess I think you've got enough time there, frankly, to either move left or right there to save yourself, so I don't have too much of a problem with that. Can I hit you, or do I have to use Hornet Chaser or something? In fact, I think I might do anyway, just to get rid of you. I don't fancy dealing with you. Nice. Bring me my bolts. Oh boy, yes, thanks, yes, come out and before I need to do anything here. Okay, mid-boss time, is it? Or is it just a progression through the level? Oh no, it's the boss, not even a mid-boss, just the boss, okay. So, incredibly short level, actually. I have to say, yeah, well, I'm not especially a fan of this boss, I must admit. I don't know, maybe I just got unlucky first time I fought him, but that attack in particular just seems like way too spam happy. I have no real good strategy for dodging it whatsoever. I mean, I'm still gonna defeat him, don't get me wrong here, but yeah, that attack in particular just feels like it's the tacos move like way too quickly, yeah, they just sort of arc and come down really quickly, so it's really hard to avoid. But his big one's actually not so bad. I mistimed my first move poorly. I had enough time to react to that, so that was just clumsy on my part. But you can still take him out fairly quickly. But I'm probably being a bit too harsh on him there. Actually, it's a reasonably straightforward boss. But I say I find one of his attacks quite difficult to dodge, and I say when I'm doing bosses, again, perfect my mindset. I like doing them by not taking much any damage, or indeed a lot of damage, or any damage, or some damage. But yeah, I feel like I can consistently keep getting hit in that one. I don't quite know how to effectively dodge. Maybe it's just my not understanding how to dodge that attack at the moment. But yeah, anyway, I guess so. Yeah, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on that boss. The level itself, well, it's blimmin' short. I guess that would be one kind of negative on it. It just sort of it feels too short. It's sort of interesting actually. I wouldn't mind sort of doing more of that. It's one of those levels that makes me nervous, because when you've got platforms, particularly ones that will drop or launch you into spikes, or just anything over pits or spikes with those kind of platforms that you have to move kind of quickly on and not get kind of caught out, particularly when there's enemies that can like throw projectiles or shoot projectiles at you that can mess up your day as well. It always makes me nervous, but I felt like actually they were pretty well done. I think I only messed up once on the room with the Met, and second time round I dealt with that fine. But yeah, it's actually a fairly decent level. I'm getting nervous on it, but I kind of liked it. I say my main issue with it was too short. But oh well. On to the judges. Oh, and the music, yes. Oh my god, the music, it's awful, make it stop. Besides the horrendous music, level design exists. There's like 8 screens total. Most of the difficulty really just comes from really annoying jumps with the Shadow Man platforms rather than legitimate challenges. Though I do kind of like the room with the cannon and 2 batons. But other than that, it just exists. It's over incredibly quickly and doesn't do much. The boss fight also leaves much to be desired. Jumping and mega attackers are fine, but the lobbing attack comes out far too fast to react to properly. There really isn't much else to say about the level. It has like 8 screens. It sure exists. It's blah. I'm sorry, but that music is just terrible. I almost had to mute this level. Anyway, the level itself posed a decent challenge, but it was a bit too short. Taco Man itself was kind of unfair, because his primary attack, throwing a giant taco at you, was way too fast to give the player next to no time to react react since it wasn't telegraphed well. This stage completely omits the concept of teaching its mechanics to the player. As a result, it's pretty fun and rewarding if you know the stage and know what you're doing, but it's pretty inaccessible to players who don't. A more streamlined design would have helped the level in building up a difficulty curve and would have prevented it from doing unpredictable things such as the drop into spikes. A lovely Taco Boy isn't the most exciting boss to fight, but he's a fair one and pretty delicious. There is nothing remotely likeable about this level. This level design is horrible. Obstacles and enemies are seemingly placed randomly and often make certain parts of the level unfair. Also, the music is absolutely awful and the boss's sprites look disgusting. Other than that, the level just feels generic and uninteresting. That was short. There are some decent platforming challenges here, 1 or 2 rather clever mix of enemies and gimmicks. It's not bad overall, but there doesn't seem to be much to say. One bit that sticks to mind with this stage was the room with the Sparkman platforms and that blue platform, which looks like you should be able to jump through it. Bit weird. This has issues with aesthetics or lack thereof. There is no theming in the level, the tile sets don't quite match each other, and the music. Oh, my poor ears. I actually turned the music off while playing the stage. This is a little too short for its own good, I think, but it's certainly one of the better average levels. I was actually very surprised by having an actual Rower Master. He may be ugly, but I think he's a decent boss. Yeah, I think a lot of the things I was saying there have been mirrored by the judges, so, yeah. Pretty much kind of sums up how I was feeling, I think. Pirate Man. Those scalawags and their drills, drilling through the tunnels, if they used my mines, they'd be done so much faster. 60th place, Adrian 09/01. Candy Panic. Score 23.4. 22, 36, 15, 26, 18. 1 energy element, no noble nickels. Cool. I actually feel like, to be honest, that we've actually got all the noble nickels in this level? Oh, sorry, tier? I'm not sure though. And I am incredibly nervous about what is a solid platform and what isn't here. I'm assuming those are spikes. Can't remember actually, but yeah, that looks like a pit down there. I don't trust whether the cream or what part of the cake here is solid and what isn't. So yeah, hence why I backtracked to the beginning of that beginning of the level to make, in order to take the higher route, because I'm just very unclear what isn't solid here. I think that would be my sort of immediate main issue with this stage. That's going to go to the left, isn't it? But I like the cake theme. Looks okay. Just yeah, wish I could immediately tell if I'm gonna fall into a pit because yeah, the whipped cream or the fruit layers or whatever aren't actually gonna catch me. And I'm not trusting those either at the moment. I can't quite tell whether they're going to be like death. Well, yeah, they're treated like spikes. Anyway, message from Candyman. Wondering which demise to choose? If you're going the top way, expect some cake climbing. Gutsless action, because I love them. Oh, and those annoying bird enemies. If you're going deep, expect some steamy hot chocolate diving action, including some highly toxic chocolate, because I felt like it. And yo, dog, I hear you like music changes, so I put a music change in your cake cave. Okay, so we have got 2 paths, so I will have to, and only 1 energy element, so I will have to come back and do kind of a second run through of this. But I'm going to take the top. I'm going to take the top path because I believe this one is, from memory, just less annoying or like less prone to death. So again, once again, I feel like much like with the bloody airship and tank options in one of the earlier levels in this tier, if I need to cut. Then I can do that rather, and I'll do that as sort of my second playthrough rather than the main one. So yeah, I'll take what I think is the easier path first off. So yeah, we've got. I'm assuming I just fall down there. Yeah. Okay. Yep, okay. Just Gutsman platforms. There actually looks like there's a... That's where we would come up, actually, with the ladder there. But I don't fancy sort of doing a backtracking thing. I might not even be able to anyway, so yeah. We'll check out that other path later. But, okay, that's actually the end of it. So the Gutsman bit was absolutely fine. No gaps in the tracks, and, yeah, very easy to get through. Message from Candyman. Sorry, I'm absent because someone decided to destroy my havoc-wreaking code and reprogram me to make candy for children. Dr. Light, to compensate for this, I left you a Metal Man instead. Okay, so we've got a Metal Man fight. Alright, fine. You seem slower than usual. And yeah, you look pretty easy. With no conveyor belt. I got hit. Are you joking me? Wow. I could understand if I like, yeah, that would if I was going to get hit, that would be the sort of way I'd kind of not be happy about getting hit, but if it was going to happen, I'm just not paying attention now. That would be the way I'd expect to get hit. So, however I did get hit, I'm extremely disappointed with that. But regardless, yeah, he works pretty much exactly like Metal Man does in Mega Man 2. Just yeah, no conveyor belt. So I guess it's a bit like fighting him in the rematch, in the boss rush area. Wily 5 from the 5th stage in the Wily Fortress. Yeah, okay, fine. That was fairly short and fairly. Can't think of the word I'm after. I can't think of the word I'm after. That's going to annoy me. That was just terribly shot there. Offensive. That was yeah, fairly unoffensive. So, yeah, we'll do the stage again. I'll take the other path. I don't remember too much about it. I was actually assuming, given I slid through what looks like a candle there, I'm assuming they aren't actually spikes or anything like that. So, yeah, I've probably been way too cautious. Just, it's the kind of thing that they look like they could very well be spikes. So I thought I would play it safe. So yeah, it wasn't too far to get to the branching path, was it? I think we're there actually. Yeah, fine, okay. So this time we'll head down with the music change as promised. Okay, so we're just in chocolate, which is working as the water gimmick. Fine. Lanternfish, although I do not like. Mainly because they take way too many hits. They take so many hits to kill, and I hate these shrimp enemies. I like the ones from Mega Man, Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 1 in the Napalm Forest and Caves level, the one that just sort of hones in on the top of the screen rather than at you. But yeah, hate the shrimp. Okay, that actually looks like it. Does it? Oh no, that's not quite it. No, chocolate in this room is highly toxic. Don't touch. Okay, so we have got instant death here. I don't know if we've actually seen these. Whoa. I'm actually going to leave that on then. Looks like a good idea. Okay, there's not much of it. Yeah, I don't know if we've actually seen the dual satellite used to take out one of the barriers before. If not, that's that for you. Okay, so the toxic chocolate there wasn't anything too difficult. Yeah, I felt like keeping the dual satellite on just because. Okay, and we are back here again. Yeah. Probably don't need to bother with the Metal Man fight, do I, really? We don't need to see Metal Man again, so I'll just exit the level there. But, yeah, okay, the bottom half wasn't... okay, I must have misremembered that and thought there was, like, much more insta-death kind of things there, or it was playing around with the melted chocolate a bit more. There was obviously a big section with just, chocolate serving as underwater physics, so, yeah, no real problem there. And the bit that did have the presumably the one-hit KO. There were no gaps in the Gutsman platform, so that was nice. Yeah, I didn't like seeing the abundance of enemy spam on that thing, but since I saw Telly sort of respawning, I thought, oh, I'll just keep a dual satellite on because I'm really protected on it. So, yeah, anyway, a fairly... and again, I like the tile set on that, and I like the kind of the theming of the stage, but again, it probably feels like one of those kind of, following on from some of the levels in this that we've just been playing recently. I guess a bit bland, not too much in the way of challenge, not really kind of too many gimmicks per se going on. Yeah, I guess it would kind of feel a bit bland and boring, but still, I don't feel there's really any frustration to be had with it. So yeah, for my money, it's a fairly okay level. That is an incredibly confusing tile set. It's really unclear what's solid and what isn't. Beside that, it feels like you focus way more on aesthetics than gameplay. Level design is just weird and there. There's no real difficulty curve, it's just stuff. The Guts Lift rides are extremely easy, and the one on the cave path you can just stand there and the tellies will never hit you. Oh, alright, fine. There's empty stretches of land where the only enemy in your way is a Kuma Subaru. Then suddenly a Metal Man fight at the end, except there's no conveyor belt, so any semblance of difficulty just evaporates into thin air. The level is just really bizarre design. You'll probably only get hit by random surprise enemies like the crazy cannon at the start. It's a Blair level overall. First of all, why is there a 1-up at the beginning of the level? You know those refill your health, so it has no use, right? Anyway, this was a really fun level. It felt very casual, a nice stroll through a land of candy. I liked how you made a split path, but I don't think there was enough difference in the gameplay between the two. One was vertical and one was horizontal, but both sections were basically riding guts lifts over pits/spikes. Maybe keep the guts lift in the vertical section and use another gimmick like the falling rocks in the cave section. Also, the graphics in the beginning didn't really look good, and it was hard to tell what you could walk through and what you had to slide through. Still, the design was good and it played well as a Mega Man level. This level seemed to take a lot of inspiration from Mega Man 1, however at the same time it seems to only look at that inspiration at the surface level. It takes assets and proposes a similar structure without looking deeper and figuring out what kind of design was used to make these classic levels fun to play. As a result, this level throws around enemies without much thought, has a split path where one side is much shorter, and resorts to text in order to explain some of its mechanics, which is something you never want to have to do as a designer. Toxic Chocolate wouldn't even harm Mega Man because he's Steel type too, so what even? Jokes aside, I found this level to be rather irritating. I questioned its decision on almost every screen, where the sections in which I didn't do so felt like they were ripped straight out of a classic title. I'm not really sure what to say about this level. I liked how it looked, but that's about it. It's honestly pretty boring. Level design is nothing special. I generally don't have a lot to say about this one. It's just a standard generic level. I guess this level was trying to ape the tropes from Mega Man 1. That is a rather bad game to emulate for a level design contest, especially since that game's tropes were pretty lacklustre compared to the rest of the series. This level was dull, with the only interesting segment being the vertical climb on the Gutsman list, and the enemies chosen there were appropriate in placement and challenge. The rest of this level does nothing. It is almost entirely enemies, and enemies by themselves are boring. The caverns are especially dull. You didn't even use one of the primary features of the Gutsman lift. Another major issue is the tile set. It's not too bad to look at, but it actually hinders the level. The tile set seems to actually confuse the player. I'm not sure how the cake frosting is supposed to look like, something you can slide through, because it does not look that way at all. Additionally, spikes in the level do not look like spikes. They blend in with the background, and even after I'd realised they were spikes, they are so similar to the rest of the surroundings. Your mind just sort of forgets what they look like. Instant death hazards really need to stand out. The poison chocolate gimmick is just stupid. If it acts like spikes, make them spikes, because there is no visual difference between the poison chocolate and regular chocolate. Having a sign to tell the player that this thing will suddenly kill them is really poor game design. I was also very disappointed by your signature Robot Master not turning up. After having him taunt the player throughout the stage, you've pretty much wasted any goodwill the player would have had with your level concept and used a dev kit boss instead. A dev kit boss who doesn't even make sense in your stage. Ending the level how you did might just be worse than not having a proper climax at all, actually. Okay then.